Well, welcome to High Rock Capital Private Client Services. My name is Scott Tomlinson, and I am one of the two managing partners at High Rock. And I'm going to walk you through an introduction to High Rock and a few of the key concepts that make our private client business unique. High Rock was originally founded by our other managing partner, Paul Tepsich, in 2010 to manage 4 funds for Scotiabank. And High Rock is registered with the Ontario, BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan Securities Commissions. I joined Paul over a year ago to help build our private client business. We are excited to have our unique business model, which takes advantage of the synergies in our institutional division, already making an impact. Our clients are coming to us because they trust in our patient, no-nonsense approach to low-cost investing and wealth management. Well, we know the meaning that managing a family's wealth is about 3 main things, and we strive each and every day to do all 3 extremely well. Why High Rock? Well, we started the private client division as a vehicle for investing our own money and invited those who have a similar investing philosophy to join us. Our money is invested in the exact same models as our clients. So we have a vested interest in protecting our capital and yours and finding the best risk-adjusted returns to get the appropriate growth. We are obsessed with providing the optimal in client service with an open and regular communication while upholding the highest standard of fiduciary duty, and we are at all times available to show you all of your costs, both our fee and any hidden embedded ETF management expenses. Our team has a combined experience of over 70 years and the highest levels of education in the industry. And more on that in a moment. And though it is not required, but because we want our clients to be certain that we are doing what we say we are doing, we have an independent review committee that monitors our portfolios to ensure that there is no conflict of interest. And we are the only portfolio management company in the country managing money on this type of platform to have one. Our team each have the highest level of accreditation available in the investment industry. We all offer complementary skill sets to bring you the best possible combination of assessing your wealth needs and goals and developing the appropriate strategies to achieve them, managing your wealth, your risk, and your financial future. And if you are a steward of your family's wealth and not a gambler, we may be the right fit. Our High Rock Code of Conduct is geared towards the premise that we will always put our clients' interests first. We will take all the necessary steps to ensure that we know your goals and objectives and uphold the highest standard of ethics in the management of your money. You can see our voluntary code of conduct, which is signed by all 3 client-facing employees, on our website on the home page by clicking on the Our Voluntary Code of Conduct button. At High Rock, you start with a wealth forecast prepared by our certified financial planner professional that will identify your goals and allow us to tailor a long-term strategy to your specific needs. This is followed by a portfolio strategy that is executed with disciplined, active, and tactical portfolio management. We also have mine and Paul's regular blogs and our weekly webinar to keep you current on our thinking, quarterly reports, semi-annual reviews, and as much interaction with the portfolio managers as you may wish. Very few fund managers, if any, will talk directly to their clients. Our private client division was established to take advantage of some of the synergies that come with the funds that we manage for Scotiabank with over $100 million in assets. We are not stockbrokers, investment advisors, or financial advisors, or salesmen who farm their clients' money out to other portfolio managers like High Rock. We are a portfolio management company who has a clear understanding of wealth management. This is an extremely important concept and is part of what makes us different and better. Our structure allows us to pass on our lower costs to you. And importantly, because all of us at High Rock have our own money invested in the same models as all of our clients, whatever we do for all of us. Our interests are totally aligned with yours, so there is no conflict of interest. Our fees are simple and transparent, and we fully disclose any hidden or embedded fees. And that is something that may not be the case with most advisors. In fact, we can keep our costs down because we do not outsource our portfolio management as many advisors do. In a low return environment, it is really important to pay attention to the costs of investing. Do the comparison check. We will give you more for less. And fees do truly matter. If you look at the impact of fees over time, it can be astounding. Every year you need to have at least 1% better performance to simply justify the fees. And more importantly, you need to ask yourself what you are paying for. Over a long period of time, the additional costs can compound and significantly impact your outcome. Over 10 years on a $1 million portfolio, you are paying your advisor an additional $200,000 if you're in the standard advisor model, $700,000 over 20 years, and more than $1.5 million over 30 years. That is a lot. Our discipline is in our strict adherence to your goals-oriented investing, our structured models, protecting your capital, regular rebalancing, in-depth research, fiduciary responsibility, and a very high level of client service, which includes ongoing monitoring and a review with you of your wealth forecast to determine if we are meeting your targets. Well, there are many risks that we have to focus on an ongoing basis. The goal in managing all of these risks is to reduce overall volatility in our models and our portfolios. We call this achieving the best possible risk-adjusted returns. Not understanding all the risks in any given security can lead to losses, so we do our research and use our experience to understand and mitigate unwanted risk. At High Rock, we focus on the difference between the absolute returns and risk-adjusted returns. The actual High Rock private client return per unit of risk taken on an apples-to-apples basis significantly outperforms the 60-40 comparative benchmark. Graphically, you can see that the absolute return for the High Rock private client is higher and the risk taken is significantly lower. Again, this is the key to steady, less volatile portfolio swings which help to elevate returns over longer periods of time. At High Rock, we have three models with which we can create balance and diversification. A fixed income model, a global equity model, and as well, we have a model that focuses on Canadian small to mid-sized companies with which we have a great deal of familiarity and deep levels of research. This is an active or tactical model intended to obtain better than average growth by seeking out companies that we believe are trading at prices well below their value. We use these models to create portfolio strategies that are in keeping with your desired goals, risk tolerance, and time horizon as determined by your wealth forecast. Based on your wealth forecast, we will collaborate with you to create any combination of our three models to match your portfolio strategy needs of balance and diversification. For example, my strategy of 60% equity, 40% fixed income is built with 45% of our global equity model and 15% of our Canadian tactical model, as well as 40% of our fixed income model. Paul's portfolio is made up of 25% global equity, 25% Canadian tactical, and 50% fixed income. Now, depending on your needs, you could have a more conservative portfolio, and it might consist of 35% global equity, 5% Canadian tactical, and 60% fixed income. Of course, as I said, it's all based on your specific portfolio strategy needs. Your accounts are held under your name at Raymond James, one of the largest wealth management companies in North America, who provides custodial and back office services for High Rock clients. They are your accounts and your securities. You just give us permission to make the appropriate trades in them. Raymond James is a member of the Canadian Investor Protection Fund, which covers customers of members who have suffered or may suffer financial loss as a result of the insolvency of a member. So your accounts are protected for up to $1 million per account. At High Rock, we are leading the way forward with an alternative to the old school investing by financial advisors at banks or financial institutions. We also believe in a personal touch, which you won't get at a robo-advisor. If you would like to learn more about High Rock Private Client and discuss any of this in more detail, please feel free to contact any of us by phone or email using this contact information. Well, thanks for taking the time to listen in, and I hope that we hear from you soon.